Okay, so good morning to all. I hope my voice is clearly audible and screen is visible to you. Okay, so we will start our today's session. It's already 10:10, I guess. Okay, so now in last lecture, in last online session, we have seen about transistor as an amplifier. It is the first topic of your syllabus. Okay, we will see few important points in this session, which will be very useful in order for the further discussion regarding our next topics. Okay, so there is next topic is our transistor configuration. So it is very basic one. So the thing is, and until the discussion we had until now, we have seen that transistor is a three-terminal device. Okay, it is having a terminal named as emitter, base, and collector. We have also seen the main application of transistor is to amplify. It can be used as an amplifier. Okay, so now the point is, whenever you want to amplify certain thing, there should be two ports to your circuit. Two port in the sense there should be one input port, okay, where you will give input, and one output port will be there from where you will take the output. Okay, so just let me show you. So just if we take the example of this particular diagram, so here you can say that this is your input port, okay, and this is your output port. Means input port will consist of two terminals. Between those two terminal you will give your input. जो आपका वीक सिग्नल इनपुट रहेगा वो आप दो टर्मिनल के अक्रॉस इनपुट दोगे, एंड सिमिलरली यू विल मेजर योर आउटपुट एट द आउटपुट पोर्ट. ओके, एंड आउटपुट पोर्ट में भी दो टर्मिनल आपको चाहिए. So now thing is, the main application of transistor is to amplify. For amplification purpose, इनपुट में दो टर्मिनल चाहिए, आउटपुट में दो टर्मिनल चाहिए. टोटल आपको यू रिक्वायर फोर टर्मिनल्स. बट आपके पास कितने ट्रांजिस्टर के पास देयर इज ओनली थ्री टर्मिनल्स. ओके, तो क्या करना पड़ेगा फिर? So in order to overcome this problem, we use one terminal as a common for both input and output. ओके, तो आप एट अ टाइम एक कौन सा भी टर्मिनल कॉमन कर सकते हो, वेदर इट कैन बी एमिटर, इट कैन बी बेस, और इट कैन बी कलेक्टर. So depending on which terminal is common to both input and output, there are certain configuration. There are three types of configurations. So first one will be common base configuration. So common base configuration में क्या होगा? Base will be common to both input as well as output. Similarly for common collector क्या होगा? Collector terminal will be common to input as well as output. In common emitter, emitter will be common to both input and output. Okay. So I will again go back to the earlier slide to discuss few more important points. And if you observe carefully that in this particular slide, which is this configuration? कोई बता सकता है क्या? Out of these three, common base, common collector, common emitter, which is this configuration?
Common base.
Right. Very good. So you can observe here that base terminal, right? This is emitter, this is base and collector. So base terminal is common to both input port as well as output port. So that's why this particular example, what we have seen in last session, is nothing but an example of common base configuration. Okay, so we have already seen in last session what is the voltage gain. So whenever amplifier circuit will be there, the gain term is very important. Okay, अगर आपका gain है ही नहीं तो that means it is not amplifying, right? So gain is nothing but one of the main parameter of your amplifier. So in last session we have seen What was the voltage gain? So basically voltage gain या फिर current gain या फिर कौन सा भी gain रहे, power gain, so उसकी definition will be the same. In case of voltage gain will be the ratio of output voltage to the input voltage. Similarly, what will be the current gain definition? Current gain will be the output current divided by input current. Okay, so ये मैं बताता कैसे है यहाँ पे. So now again we are turning towards the voltage gain. So in last session we have already seen that its output we have calculated it as 25 volt and its input was 500 millivolt. Milli stands for 10 raised to power minus 3. So it can be termed as a 0.5 volt. है ना, 500 millivolt मतलब आपका 0.5 volt. So we have just put the value here. So V out was 25 volt and V in was 0.5 volt. Again I have told you that a gain, whichever it may be voltage gain, current gain, it will not have any dimension, any unit. No unit will be there. Okay, so it will be pure number. You have to remember this fact also. And we have just taken this calculation and we have calculated that voltage gain is nothing but a 50. All right, then what about current gain? So again current gain will be the ratio of output current divided by input current. Now if you see in your diagram, output current means this is your output part, okay, and this is your input part. So which is the current component at the output part? It is nothing but the IC. It is collector current. And when I'm talking about input current, then emitter current IE will be the input current. So that's why here I have taken this particular ratio, IC divided by IE, output current divided by input current. But we know that approximately, you know, we have seen here that approximately IC is approximately equal to IE. So what will be this ratio? So this ratio will be approximately equal to 1. So current gain for this common base, this is the example of common base configuration. So current gain for common base configuration will be always approximately equal to 1. है ना, अगर exactly बात करना है आपको तो always remember that IC will be smaller than IE, because we have seen the equation that IE is nothing but emitter current is nothing but addition of base current as well as collector current. ओके, तो डिनोमिनेटर आपका हमेशा ग्रेटर रहेगा IC से. ठीक है, तो उसका मैक्सिमम करंट गेन कितना होगा कॉमन बेस का? इट विल बी 1. ठीक है, so now only just I have taken this particular example and here I have write it down like this. I have written like this, that in common base configuration no current gain is there, but voltage gain कितने का था? In earlier slide we got the voltage gain of 50, करंट गेन 1. सो 1 करंट गेन का मतलब क्या है कि आउटपुट करंट इज इक्वल टू इनपुट करंट, है ना. अगर आपका इनपुट करंट और आउटपुट करंट इक्वल है तो कोई एम्पलीफिकेशन हो गया क्या? नहीं, देयर इज नो एम्पलीफिकेशन, राइट. सो दैट्स वाई देयर इज नो करंट गेन. जब भी आपका गेन इक्वल टू 1 होगा देन देयर विल बी नो करंट गेन. एक्चुअल में जैसा इनपुट आ रहा है वैसे आपको आउटपुट मिल रहा है, दैट्स इट. Okay, so I have just taken one example and in order to let you understand what is current gain and voltage gain and how to calculate it. Okay, so common base का example अपन ने we have seen in last session, so that's why I have explained it to you. So in case of common gain, now sorry, common base configuration, no current gain will be there, but voltage gain, some finite voltage gain will be there. Okay, similarly if you observe and if you study the configuration or common collector configuration, then you will observe that it will have current gain होगा वहाँ पे, but there will be no voltage gain. Okay, so in your syllabus there is just an introduction of common base and common collector. They have not actually mentioned common base and common collector at all. But whatever the circuits we will discuss, complete discussion will be on common emitter configuration. So third one, common emitter configuration. Now look at this particular point, that in common emitter configuration, there is both current gain as well as voltage gain. So that's one of the reason why we are going for the common emitter configuration. Okay, so just this slide say what are the takeaway points, that transistor can be connected, or there are three configurations of transistor. You can connect your transistor in any configuration depending on the application. Okay, so common base will be there, common base configuration, common collector configuration, and common emitter. So common emitter configuration is used in many cases. That's why our discussion will be on common emitter configuration. We will focus on common emitter configuration only. Okay, all right. Now this is the common emitter configuration parameters, and basically circuit ऐसा दिखेगा आपको. So you can observe here that there are three terminals. First, though, you should. Okay, so we got one question here. In output voltage, why parallel combination of resistance is taken? Okay, so you are referring to the first slide. You are talking about this one. Akanksha, your question is
Yes, sir.
related. So your question is why we are taken in parallel, right? So what happens that in voltage, so remember like this, at input, the input resistance will be always get added to this circuit resistance. ओके, अभी आपको एग्जैक्ट अगर रीज़न चाहिए तो उसका बहुत और डिटेल में जाना पड़ेगा, विच इज़ नॉट रिक्वायर्ड एक्चुअली. ओके, तो इतना ध्यान में रखो कि सीरीज इनपुट रेजिस्टेंस जो भी रहता है सर्किट का, या फिर अभी इन केस दिस ट्रांजिस्टर, सो इनपुट रेजिस्टेंस विल बी एडेड टू द एक्सटर्नल रेजिस्टेंस इन द इनपुट साइड. मीन्स सीरीज में होता है वो, वी कंसिडर इट इन सीरीज, वेर एज जो आउटपुट रेजिस्टेंस होता है वो पैरेलल में लेते हैं, क्योंकि ऑलवेज वी मेजर आउटपुट इन पैरेलल कॉन्फ़िगरेशन. और पैरेलल जब भी आप रेजिस्टेंस के अक्रॉस कौन सा भी वोल्टेज मेजर करते हो, राइट, मल्टीमीटर लगाते हो, तो ऑलवेज बी कनेक्टेड इन पैरेलल. और अगेन इसका एक स्मॉल सिग्नल एनालिसिस होता है ट्रांजिस्टर का. तो उस लेवल पे आप बोलोगे, आप देखोगे कि जो इसका ट्रांजिस्टर का स्मॉल सिग्नल मॉडल रहता है ना, तो उसमें क्या होता है कि आर आउट पैरेलल आता है. तो अगेन वो डिटेल की बात है विच इज़ नॉट रिक्वायर्ड एक्चुअली. Okay, so just for the case, remember, nice question, you should ask such type of question is always encouraged. But again वो exact answer आपको देने के लिए you have to go into the more detail, which is not in our syllabus actually. So मैं आपको एक कुछ लिंक वगैरह या फिर फॉरवर्ड कर दूंगा, जस्ट आपकी क्वेरी सेटिस्फाई होने के लिए. ओके, राइट. तो इतना ध्यान में रखो कि जो भी है इनपुट जो रहता है वो सीरीज में कंसिडर करते हैं इनपुट रेजिस्टेंस, एंड आउटपुट रेजिस्टेंस वी आर टेकिंग इट एज पैरेलल. ऑल राइट. Now this is your C configuration, that is common emitter configuration, and you can observe here that emitter. Okay, so first आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, you should be able to identify the terminals. So arrow जहाँ पे है ना, transistor is here, so arrow indicates this terminal will be emitter, this one is base, and this one is collector. Again arrow point की direction से है ना, which direction your arrow is pointing, depending on that you will call it as NPN or PNP. अगर ये invert होता तो it will be called as PNP transistor. अभी ये outward direction में, that is NPN transistor. Okay, so now these are some basic points you should know. That input current, now whenever I say input current, this is your input part, है ना. तो इनपुट करंट क्या है आपका, IB. बेस करंट विल बी द इनपुट करंट. Similarly, input voltage is VBE. Now remember, this particular VBB is biasing voltage only. ये externally connected है. Okay, VBB और यहाँ पे VCC you can observe. So these are externally connected voltage source. तो एक्चुअल में इनपुट कितना जा रहा है ट्रांजिस्टर को, it is the voltage applied between base and emitter terminal. It is called as VBE, base emitter voltage. Okay, similarly, output current and output voltage. So output current means this wala part, this is your output part. Now output current, you can observe that collector current is the output current, and output is taken across collector to emitter. In this case, this one is your output voltage, है ना. यहाँ से एक टर्मिनल, ऑलवेज रिमेंबर आउटपुट लेने के लिए आपको यू रिक्वायर टू टर्मिनल्स. इन मेनी केसेस इट में हैपन, इन मेनी बुक्स इट में हैपन दैट यहाँ से एक टर्मिनल निकाला है और वहाँ तक, है ना. जस्ट लेट मी शो यू कैसे होता है. यहाँ से एक टर्मिनल निकालते और यहाँ पे दे विल कॉल इट एज आउटपुट. ओके, ऐसा आउटपुट नहीं गिवन रहता है, ठीक है. सो इन दैट केस व्हाट विल बी द केस, आप बोलोगे सर एक टर्मिनल से कैसे आउटपुट. सो बाय डिफॉल्ट सेकेंड टर्मिनल विल बी ग्राउंड. ये ग्राउंड का सिग्नल है. ओके, तो जब भी एक ही टर्मिनल से आप आउटपुट ले रहे हैं, बाय डिफॉल्ट क्या होगा, सेकेंड टर्मिनल विल बी ग्राउंड. So don't get confused. Output is always taken, voltage output is always taken. You require two terminals for taking output. Alright. Again, I have already told you that VBB and VCC are the forward bias, because we understand until in last session we have seen that in order to work our transistor as an amplifier, you need to make sure that base emitter voltage is always forward bias. You can observe here, this is base, this is emitter. Emitter is N type, so N is connected to the negative. Similarly, P is connected to the positive, and VCC is reverse bias. So you can observe VCC is reverse bias, that is collector to base junction. So this VCC will take care of this reverse bias. Okay, so VBB and VCC are just a forward and reverse bias, biasing voltages. Now again the input signal, always remember, अभी ये बेसिक सर्किट है. ओके, तो यहाँ पे रेजिस्टर भी रह सकता है, बेस रेजिस्टर, यहाँ पे एमीटर रेजिस्टर भी रह सकता है. ओके, बट द इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग इज योर इनपुट. व्हाट विल बी योर इनपुट, इनपुट सिग्नल विल बी ऑलवेज साइन वेव या फिर एनालॉग सिग्नल, है ना. साइनोसाइडल, जस्ट लेट मी ड्रॉ. ये सिग्नल कहाँ पे दोगे आप, हियर between these two terminals. Okay, so जो VBB है, VBB is forward biasing voltage. VCC, these are all DC voltage. DC voltage means its value will be constant throughout, है ना. And at the input you will apply weak signal, because we have already seen that in nature signals are in analog form और उसको आपको एम्पलीफाई करना है. तो वीक सिग्नल यहाँ पे, ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, जनरली इनपुट इज वीक एनालॉग सिग्नल विच रिक्वायर्स एम्पलीफिकेशन. तो यहाँ पे अगर आपने वीक सिग्नल दिया साइन वेव, तो आउटपुट क्या मिलेगा आपको, एम्पलीफाइड साइन वेव. ओके, ऑलवेज रिमेंबर दैट द इनपुट ऑफ ट्रांजिस्टर विल बी ऑलवेज साइन वेव एंड आउटपुट ऑल्सो साइन वेव. बट अगर आपने इनपुट दिया नहीं, तो दैट मीन्स आपका आउटपुट डीसी आएगा, डीसी वोल्टेज. वी विल सी. अगेन these two equations are very important. VC equal to VCC minus ICRC. So how this equation actually we got this particular equation is by applying KVL. Uh, have you heard the term KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law? What is KVL? So KVL is nothing but Kirchhoff voltage law, which gives you an idea about if you apply KVL to any particular loop. Okay, KVL is always applied to the loop जहाँ पे पूरा आपका loop complete होता है. तो in that case क्या होगा? Suppose I have applied this particular KVL in this loop. अब आप बोलोगे सर ये तो स्ट्रेट लाइन है, लूप तो है नहीं. तो यहाँ पे जो ग्राउंड है और हर सप्लाई में है ना VCC, अभी VCC एक्चुअल में रहता कैसा है? तो यहाँ पे सप्लाई रहता है VCC मतलब. तो ये आपका वोल्टेज सप्लाई रहेगा ऐसा 12 वोल्ट का, और ये जो नेक्स्ट वाला है ना दिस मच पार्ट इज ग्राउंडेड. तो पावर सप्लाई में ऑलवेज वन टर्मिनल विल बी ग्राउंडेड. तो ऐसा कनेक्शन है ना. सो फ्रॉम ग्राउंड आई एम गोइंग फ्रॉम ग्राउंड टू दिस ग्राउंड. ये VCC का मैंने बताया. तो when we apply KVL to this particular branch or at the output branch, what is happening? So whenever you apply KVL, KVL tells you that the algebraic sum of the voltage drops across the loop in the loop will be always equal to 0. So how many voltage drop is there? First one is your VCC DC voltage है ना. So I will just write it for you. पहला आपका हो गया VCC. All right. Then this voltage drop is there, IC current or RC. So this voltage drop is called as. Now always remember that this current direction will be from positive. Current always flows from positive to negative. तो ये voltage drop क्या हो गया? Negative है ना. तो VCC minus IC RC. IC RC. So pardon my again annotation ना. All right. देन एक ये वोल्टेज ड्रॉप हो गया, एक ये वोल्टेज ड्रॉप हो गया. देन नेक्स्ट वन इज यू आर टेकिंग आउटपुट फ्रॉम VC. अगेन VC की पोलैरिटी देखो, आपने लूप इस डायरेक्शन में लगाया है, ठीक है. तो ये माइनस साइन बाद में आया था इसलिए माइनस यहाँ पे लिया. अगेन प्लस माइनस है ना, माइनस साइन लास्ट में आता है तो ये अगेन यहाँ पे हो जाएगा माइनस VC. तो आपके लूप में 3 वोल्टेज ड्रॉप या फिर 3 वोल्टेज सप्लाई आ गए. So the algebraic sum of all these three will be equal to 0. This is called as Kirchhoff's voltage law. Okay. So यही we have first applied Kirchhoff's voltage law to this outside loop, output loop. You can say that there was VCC, there was ICRC and VCE. So VCC we have taken VCC minus ICRC minus VCE equal to 0. And just I have taken this VCE in लेफ्ट हैंड साइड. सिर्फ VCE मैंने यहाँ पे रखा, बाकी पूरा का पूरा राइट हैंड साइड में लिया. तो आई विल गेट दिस पर्टिकुलर इक्वेशन है ना. VCE सपोज ये VCE मैंने इस साइड में भेज दिया 0 की साइड में, तो क्या रहेगा यहाँ पे VCC माइनस ICRC इक्वल टू VC. सो दिस इज हाउ यू विल गेट दिस पर्टिकुलर इक्वेशन. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि जस्ट आपको एक आइडिया होना चाहिए. सो दैट्स वाई मैंने बताया. ऑल राइट. And again second important equation is IC equal to beta times IB. So now if you observe IC here, so IC क्या है? In this case IC is nothing but the output current and IB is nothing but your input current. Okay, so IC is your output current and IB, that is base current, is your input current. So beta is nothing but, अगर मैंने IB को इस साइड में भेज दिया है ना, तो वो डिनोमिनेटर में आ जाएगा. तो बीटा विल बी इक्वल टू आई सी डिवाइडेड बाय आई बी. आई सी मतलब आउटपुट करंट, आई बी मतलब इनपुट करंट. तो ये किसकी डेफिनेशन है? आउटपुट करंट डिवाइडेड बाय इनपुट करंट. एनीवन?
करंट करंट गेन
करंट गेन,
एक्चुअली
एग्जैक्टली.
करंट गेन
हाँ, बराबर है. So it is nothing but the definition of current gain. So whenever you are working transistor as a common emitter configuration, तो बीटा आपका होगा current gain. Current gain is also called as current amplification factor. Okay? तो ये दोनों इक्वेशन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, ये आप ध्यान में रखो. ठीक है, बीटा आपका करंट गेन होगा. So I hope on this particular, what are the takeaway points in this common emitter configuration slide is that your input current, output current, है ना, this parameter you should know. Input current is IB, input voltage is VBE. And again, one important point is that related to this input voltage VBE. So if you observe input voltage VBE, है ना, तो यहाँ पे we have seen that it is nothing but the voltage between base and emitter, right? तो मैं ऐसे बोल सकता हूँ कि बेस और एमिटर में का जो वोल्टेज है, इट इज़ नथिंग बट सिमिलर टू द, सपोज अभी एनपीएन ट्रांजिस्टर है ना, तो ये वाला आपका बेस होगा पी एंड emitter will be of n. So the difference between voltage difference, potential difference between at this particular junction, so this particular junction के अक्रॉस का जो वोल्टेज है, ये नथिंग बट कट इन वोल्टेज भी बोलते हैं. जो पीएन जंक्शन में अपने देखा था ना, डिप्लीशन रीजन था, फॉर्म हो गया था. तो दैट्स वाई डिप्लीशन रीजन की वजह से देयर वाज पोटेंशियल बैरियर. एक साइड में पॉजिटिव आयन थे, एक साइड में नेगेटिव आयन थे. ओके, सो इट इज नथिंग बट द कट इन वोल्टेज और पोटेंशियल बैरियर. सो इसकी वैल्यू हमेशा कांस्टेंट रहती है, इतना ध्यान में रखो. 0.7 रहेगा इन केस ऑफ सिलिकॉन ट्रांजिस्टर एंड 0.3 रहेगा इन केस ऑफ जर्मेनियम ट्रांजिस्टर. 0.7 volt, 0.3 volt. This is for silicon. Yes, I will repeat. Don't worry. This is for Germany. ठीक है, मतलब मैक्सिमम वैल्यू क्या रहेगी आपकी वीबी की? 0.7 वोल्ट ही रहेगा फॉर सिलिकन के लिए और 0.3 रहेगा जर्मेनियम के लिए. जस्ट एक इंफॉर्मेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से you should remember this. Okay. Now I got one message related to kindly. So I will again repeat it for this particular slide. Okay, so important point in this particular slide is this slide is only to let you know that how your basic C configuration, common emitter configuration will look like, and what are the basic parameters you should aware of. Okay, so this is the simplest form, simplest diagram of your simplest circuit of your common emitter configuration. So you can observe that emitter is common at input side, है ना, बेस और एमिटर के बीच में आप इनपुट सिग्नल दे रहे हो. एंड एमिटर इज कॉमन टू आउटपुट साइड ऑल्सो बिकॉज यू आर टेकिंग आउटपुट फ्रॉम कलेक्टर टू एमिटर. नाउ दीज आर द पैरामीटर्स. इनपुट करंट इज आई बी, बेस करंट, है ना, जो आप इनपुट करंट कौन सा है, ये वाला. इनपुट वोल्टेज इज नथिंग बट वोल्टेज एसोसिएटेड विथ ट्रांजिस्टर. यू हैव टू ऑब्जर्व वोल्टेज एसोसिएटेड विथ ट्रांजिस्टर. हाँ, ये एक्सटर्नल मत देखो. ये एक्सटर्नल वोल्टेज क्या है? ये बायसिंग वोल्टेज है, फॉरवर्ड बायसिंग वोल्टेज. वी विल सी व्हाट इज बायसिंग एंड ऑल. ठीक है, तो जस्ट ये फॉरवर्ड बायस मेंटेन रखने के लिए ये वोल्टेज है वीबीबी. तो ये आपका इनपुट वोल्टेज नहीं है. ट्रांजिस्टर के लिए इनपुट वोल्टेज कौन सा होगा? प्लस वीबी. सिमिलरली आउटपुट करंट इज आईसी, आउटपुट करंट इज आईसी एंड आउटपुट वोल्टेज इज वीसीई. फॉर ट्रांजिस्टर आउटपुट वोल्टेज इज वीसी. तो एक डीसी अरेंजमेंट रहता है पूरा का पूरा, डीसी वोल्टेज वगैरह ये जो भी है ना, डीसी करंट है, और आपका इनपुट क्या रहेगा, एनालॉग सिग्नल, वीक एनालॉग सिग्नल विल बी इनपुट, मतलब साइन वेव। तो वो जो साइन वेव फिर आप अप्लाई करोगे तो डिपेंडिंग ऑन दैट पर्टिकुलर साइन वेव, और ये जो सर्किट आपने तैयार किया है इसका कुछ ना कुछ एम्पलीफिकेशन फैक्टर होगा बीटा, है ना, तो आपको बीटा टाइम्स वो साइन वेव से मल्टीप्लाई करके आपको आउटपुट भी साइन वेव ही मिलेगा, बट एम्पलीफाइड फॉर्म में। ओके, so I hope it is understood. Again, I will take a couple of minutes here. If you are having any particular difficulty, then you can ask me. See, whenever we are discussing a particular slide, at the end, I will always tell you that what are the takeaway points in this particular slide. So अगर पूरा डिस्कशन आपको नहीं भी समझ में आया है ना, थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन है, तो फिलहाल के लिए आप क्या करोगे, जस्ट यू विल जस्ट नोट डाउन द टेक अवे पॉइंट, and those only important for our next slide, the next topic. Okay, so shall we move ahead? Doubt जिनको था, I hope it gets clear. So again we will see so common emitter configuration, ये तो just basic के लिए मैंने slide यहाँ पे डाला है. So in detail common emitter configuration we will see in our next discussions. Okay, so don't worry about it. All right, so we will proceed. So another important thing about the transistor is region of operation. So now until the discussion we have seen that we have constantly given emphasis on one point, which was a base emitter base junction should be always forward bias. You know, we have seen that in transistor there are two PN junction. First PN junction is emitter base junction and second one is collector base junction. So whenever we are talking about PN junction, you can connect your PN junction in again two ways. You can connect the PN junction either in forward bias or in reverse bias. So depending on the biasing you have provided to these two junctions, there are four types of region of operation in which you can use your transistor. Okay, so this is very important table. So emitter base junction, suppose you are suppose I am considering first serial number. Okay, on first, so emitter base junction जब आपका forward bias होता है, and when your collector base junction is reversed bias, then your region of operation for the transistor is in active region, and your transistor can be used as an amplifier. So until now whatever we have discussed is point number one only, right? I have already told you that many times, that always remember that emitter base junction should be forward bias and collector base junction should be reverse bias. So whenever you provide this type of biasing, your transistor will operate in an active region. Remember the word active. It is also called as linear. Okay. So जब भी आपका transistor it is operating in this particular active region, then in that particular case you can use your transistor as amplifier. जब भी आपको आपके ट्रांजिस्टर को एज ए एम्पलीफायर यूज करना है, दैट मीन्स you have to take care of this particular biasing. Okay, emitter based junction हमेशा forward bias रखेंगे, collector based junction will be always reverse bias. So again, if suppose both junctions are forward bias only, emitter based junction is also forward bias and collector based junction is also forward bias, then in that case the region of operation is saturation region. It is called as saturation. Okay, similarly, so whenever your transistor is in saturation, you can note it down. whenever your transistor is in saturation, transistor can be replaced as a short circuit. Transistor behaves as a short circuit. शॉर्ट सर्किट मतलब सिंपल एक कनेक्शन जैसा, एक ऐसा क्लोज स्विच की जैसा बिहेव करेगा ट्रांजिस्टर. When both junction of your transistor are forward biased, then your transistor will go into the saturation region, and in saturation region your transistor works as a closed switch. In second case, if your both junction, that is emitter base junction and collector base junction, both are reverse biased, then your transistor is operating in cutoff region and your transistor will work as a open switch. Okay, so combinedly ये जो saturation region और cutoff region में both by using the advantage of this both region, you can use your transistor as a switch. We know that in switch what is required, switch should be closed and open. So by taking advantage of these two applications or these two regions, properties of these two regions, saturation में close हो रहा है switch और cutoff में open हो रहा है. So combinedly इनका application क्या है, transistor as a switch. Okay, तो जब भी आपको ट्रांजिस्टर एज अ स्विच यूज करना है, then you will operate your transistor in saturation region as well as cutoff region. So by together their application is transistor as a switch. Whenever you are going for the amplifier, then your transistor should be working in active region, then and then only it will be act as an amplifier. And what is the condition for the amplifier? Emitter base junction should be forward bias and collector base junction should be reverse bias. Fourth condition is practically not usable. You can observe that emitter base junction is reverse biased and collector base junction is forward biased. It is exactly opposite to this फर्स्ट कंडीशन है ना. यहाँ पे emitter base forward है, यहाँ पे रिवर्स है, यहाँ पे collector base रिवर्स है, तो यहाँ पे forward है. So that's why उसको नेम क्या है, inverse active region. It is just a name given, but it has no practical application as such. Okay, so I hope you got this particular region of operation thing. Depending on the biasing provided to your junctions, PN junctions, your transistor has 4 region of operation: active, saturation, cutoff, and inverse active. So in active region, your transistor works as an amplifier. In saturation and cutoff region, your transistor works as a switch. These are the takeaway points. Okay. All right. So we will move ahead. So this graph is nothing but the output characteristics of your transistor. इसका ग्राफ है ये output characteristics of transistor when it is connected in common emitter configuration. You can take a note of it that this graph is nothing but output characteristics इसका CE configuration का, when your transistor is in CE. तो इसके बाद में whatever the discussion we will have, the configuration will be always common emitter configuration. Now how will you identify it is output characteristics of common emitter configuration? Because you should be able to observe the graph किन दोनों parameters के बीच में. So the graph is between, look here, VCE, that is collector to emitter voltage and between IC, that is collector current. ठीक है, आपके लिए जस्ट एक में बैक अभी विजिट. See, in this slide, output current was IC and output voltage was VCE. है ना? आउटपुट करंट देखो यहाँ पे, आउटपुट करंट वॉज IC and output voltage was VCE. In this graph also, your x-axis represents VCE and y-axis represents IC. So just take output characteristics है common emitter configuration का. So in this graph you can observe different regions. This yellow part shows the saturation region, whereas this shaded portion in blue is called as, see here, cutoff region. This is known as cutoff region, and this middle region is called as active region. And these different points, this A, B, and this point, suppose pink point is here. So these points are nothing but called as Q point, or in other words, it is also known as operating point. Why it is called as operating point? You need to operate your transistor in this particular point. तो जो भी डिस्कशन अभी अपना चालू था है ना, कि यू हैव टू ऑपरेट योर ट्रांजिस्टर इन एक्टिव रीजन इन ऑर्डर टू वर्क इट एज ए एम्पलीफायर. तो अगर यहाँ पे आपका ट्रांजिस्टर होगा तो ये ट्रांजिस्टर विल वर्क एज ए एम्पलीफायर, राइट. इफ योर ट्रांजिस्टर इज ऑपरेटिंग इन दिस सैचुरेशन रीजन, देन इट विल बी, ट्रांजिस्टर विल बी फुल्ली ऑन, है ना. शॉर्ट सर्किट बोला था. शॉर्ट सर्किट मीन्स व्हाट? सिंपल एक पॉइंट दोनों के बीच में, ट्रांजिस्टर विल एक्ट एज अ शॉर्ट सर्किट, मीन्स करंट विल फ्लो. करंट विल फ्लो मीन्स ट्रांजिस्टर विल बी फुल्ली ऑन, है ना. तो देखो, ट्रांजिस्टर जब आपका फुल्ली ऑन होता है, जस्ट लेट मी विजिट दिस. नाउ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस, जो भी है ना. So in saturation, what will happen in saturation? This transistor will act as a short circuit. तो आपका करंट कैसे IC जाएगा और IC यहाँ से फ्लो होगा. Okay, so there is no voltage drop and nothing. So you can see here that this point and this point from where you are taking output, इस दो पॉइंट के अक्रॉस आप आउटपुट ले रहे हैं ना. So you can observe that this point is directly connected to the collector point, right? This point. So these 2 points are nothing but only one point. So what will be the output? Output voltage क्या होगा? It will be 0 volt. So always remember the voltage across short circuit point. मतलब जैसे ये शॉर्ट सर्किट है ना, इसके अक्रॉस का अगर मैंने वोल्टेज कैलकुलेट किया तो वोल्टेज क्या होगा हमेशा? इट विल बी 0. It will be 0. So same thing you can observe here. Okay, तो सेम थिंग यहाँ पे ऑब्जर्व करो. सैचुरेशन में है ना, ये सैचुरेशन रीजन है. यहाँ पे VC की वैल्यू देखो कितनी है, अराउंड 0 है ना, फ्रॉम 0 to 1, राइट. करस्पॉन्डिंग VC का ग्राफ देखो, ये जो येलो रीजन के लिए, इट इज अप्रोक्सीमेटली इक्वल टू 0. ओके, एंड अगेन ये आपका कट ऑफ रीजन है. सो वेन एवर योर ट्रांजिस्टर इज वर्किंग इन कट ऑफ रीजन, you can observe that for this shaded portion, just observe the coordinates of your IC, collector current. Collector current is approximately equal to 0 इस पूरे रीजन के लिए. Again I will go back to this particular slide, and again we are discussing cut off region. तो cut off region में क्या होगा? This particular transistor, it will act as a open circuit. Saturation में क्या था? Circuit was closed. So whenever the circuit is closed, the current will flow through it. But in case of cutoff कट ऑफ रीजन में क्या होगा, योर सर्किट इज नॉट कंप्लीटेड, राइट. तो सर्किट जहाँ पे ओपन हो गया, इट विल एक्ट एज अ ओपन स्विच, ट्रांजिस्टर विल एक्ट एज अ ओपन स्विच. तो ओपन हो गया स्विच मतलब करंट फ्लो होगा क्या, नहीं. सो आई सी विल बी इक्वल टू 0. ओके. सो दीज आर फ्यू पॉइंट्स. स्टार्टिंग में आपको थोड़ा कंफ्यूज हो रहा होगा, तो डोंट वरी, these points will be discussed in more detail in next few topics. Okay, so don't worry about it. So you can observe here that cutoff region में IC is approximately equal to 0. Okay, so I hope you got this region of operation, different region of operation. So अगर आपने मैथमेटिकली ऐसा प्लॉट किया है ना, आउटपुट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स डिफरेंट IC वैल्यू के लिए, ये ग्राफ कब मिलता है, when you have suppose connected your transistor in common emitter configuration, है ना, and for different values of base current, here base current is 0. यहाँ पे suppose let's say 10 है, 10 माइक्रोएम्पियर, 20 माइक्रोएम्पियर, 30, 40, 50, 60. तो जब आप ये एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन करोगे, so you will get this kind of graph. This is nothing but the output characteristics of common emitter configuration. So in this particular graph, you can observe different region of operation. This yellow shaded portion is called as saturation region. In saturation region, transistor is fully on. Current will flow. This portion is called as active region. In active region, your transistor can be worked as an amplifier. Again, third region is cutoff region. In cutoff region, transistor is acts as an open circuit. So no current will flow from transistor, and hence it is called as fully off. Okay. So again I am repeating, just for making a point here, that the main application of transistor, there are two main application of transistor. First one is it can be used as an amplifier. Second one is it can be used as a switch. So whenever you require to work your transistor in as an amplifier, उसके लिए आपको आपका transistor you need to operate in the active region. Active region means your emitter base junction should be forward biased, collector base junction should be reverse biased. Okay. And whenever you are operating your transistor as a switch, then in that case you are required to operate your transistor in both these region, saturation region as well as cutoff region. तो जब दोनों जंक्शन, emitter base junction as well as collector base junction, दोनों जब forward bias होंगे, then it is called as saturation region. And when both the junctions are reverse biased, then it is called as cutoff region. No current will be there in cutoff region, current will flow in the saturation region. Okay, I hope you got this concept. I will again make a fast recap for you what we have discussed so far. So this slide was already discussed in last session. So we have started our discussion with the transistor configuration. We have seen that transistor is nothing but a 3-terminal device, but for practical use you require 4 terminals, 2 terminals, जिसके by using 2 terminals you are giving your input, and at the output you are measuring your output at again 2 terminals. So 2 terminals will be there for input and another 2 will be for output. So total 4 चाहिए terminals आपको, लेकिन आपके पास ट्रांजिस्टर को 3 ही है. So that's why 3 different configurations can be done depending on making any one terminal as common. So depending on this, there is common base configuration, common collector and common emitter. We will discuss in our syllabus, there is only mention of common emitter configuration. So whichever the circuits we will see for transistor as an amplifier, we will utilize common emitter configuration only. Then we have introduced some basic common emitter configuration and how it will look like. We will again move into the more details of it in our next sessions, so don't worry about it. Then again, this is very important, transistor region of operations. So depending on the biasing provided to the different or two regions, we have seen that in transistor there are two regions, two PN junctions, emitter base and collector base. So depending on which biasing you are giving to these two PN junctions, there are totally four region of operation. And we have seen that in order to work your transistor as an amplifier, you need to work in active region. Similarly, in order to work your transistor as switch, you need to work in a saturation as well as cutoff region. Inverse active region is totally is totally opposite of this particular active region, so that's why it is called as inverse active region. And practically it has no such application. Again, we have seen the region in detail, and so that's it from my side. We will we will conclude our session today. If you are having any query, then I am here. You can ask me in the chat box, or you can also unmute and ask. Okay, so thank you.